Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TweeTV Playcast. Now today, we're watching Heart Under Blade, the the Korean Talon one-trick, with, can I just say, an amazing name. That's the most Talon one-trick name I've ever seen in my life. He made that when he was 10, and he thinks it's sick still. He still thinks that's sick. He's like, yes. When he logs in to play League, that's his name, and that's cool. Anyway, that's who we're watching today. His name's Heart Under Blade. He's on the Korean server, and he plays Talon top, is what he plays. And I'm very interested to see how this one goes. Of course, recently Talon, it's been discovered a little thing that he can do. A little new tech was found where you can Q flash, and then you get a second Q. And so it's really, really insane in mid until it gets patched out. He has like triple the engage range that he used to have. So it's pretty insane what Talon can do. Anyway, I'm looking forward to see what this guy does. He's running Ignite. He's playing Phase Rush. Phase Rush is not something I'd expect on Talon. Like, obviously, I don't play much Talon. I don't play much mid. So I haven't seen a lot of Talon get played at a higher level. I'm just going to turn my sound down a little bit because it's quite noisy. So yeah, I'm very interested. I'm very interested to see how he's going to play this lane. Jace is quite a punishing matchup, particularly for melee mid laners. And I think Talon will have a tough time into him after level 3 because if Talon wants to jump on the Jace, Jace just holds his E. Jace is playing Electrocute as well, so his level 1 is ridiculously strong with Electrocute, something people can disrespect. Jace can go Hammer Form Q to get the slow, auto with a Hammer Form passive, switch into Gun Form, auto Q, and that is an insane amount of early game damage, particularly Electrocute proc. And I wonder if we're going to be able to get any minions here. I think we're going to take a lot of damage the second we walk up for any. We could have gone Q start here, take W start, managed to land the W already, get the Scorch proc on top of the Jace. Jace does land the Q and gets the auto. And that trade is not favorable for us because of the Electrocute proc coming through. Landed W again, but it was actually really well timed, that trade there. Jace are, of course, 6-second cooldown. Talon was timing that very well. He knew that if he walks up to get the W right now, he's not going to get traded back with. Hits level 2 off the next 2 minions here. Going to hit it right now. Never mind. Right now. There we go. Jace also level 2, but I level 2 spike is way stronger. Just pop the ignite already. Jace forced to flash away, takes W second. That's a big blunder from Jace, and I think he's just going to go down to the might of the Talon. His throat is cut at 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the game. That's a new record for Heart Under Blade. And that Jace completely disrespects Talon level 2. And to be fair, I disrespect that as well. Talon didn't even have to flash. Jace used flash, reminder. So that's the phase rush power, I guess. Jace, you just can't get away. Man, that base damage is ridiculously high. Wonder at level 3 if we're going to take E here, if we're just going to put 2 points in W. Or Q. Again, I don't know how Talon skill maxing works. Hasn't chosen to take an ability. I think maybe concerned about getting ganked. This wave state is pretty hard. This wave state's pretty hard for us. Jace is going to hit level 3 any instant now. I didn't have his XP tracked because he got solo killed, so I didn't see any miss. He does hit level 3 off the cannon. And I think we're going to have a really hard time crashing this wave now and getting the last hits. Might be possible to crash it if we just W every time it comes up. I don't think he's going to be able to hold this wave. We have to be careful. I think queuing on that minion is a little bit scary. Jace probably respects because he knows the Kha'Zix is topside. Realistically, Kha'Zix should be topside right now. Stops the recall. I wonder if we can just one-shot him, though. I have a lot of faith in our damage after what I just witnessed. We do put 2 points in W here, but we also have E. I wonder what that is for. Like, I can't see you going for a roaming play style if you're in top lane. It's a bit too, I don't know, a bit too far away for that. Kha'Zix is pinging, and he's on the way here. He's in the lane. Jace, of course, has no flash. Kha'Zix, the bug jumps right on him, but we managed. What the hell is going on? Is this guy dead? Yes, he is. Wow. And that is ridiculous. So Kha'Zix forces the play unbelievably hard, jumps on top of the Jace, who immediately hammers him away. And then when the hammer is down, our hero can just flash Q W, or flash W, then Q to guarantee the W comes back, gets the auto proc to bleed. And it's good night for Jace. 2 deaths in 4 minutes on a champion that really, really does not want to fall behind in terms of gold income. There is nothing more useless than a little P-shooter Jace running around late game, where he's doing like 5 damage to the Kai'Sa. I don't want to think about how much damage his QE is going to do to Swain. Sorry, to the... Oh, wait, they have the Kai'Sa. Never mind. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. Point is that if Jace doesn't have gold, that champ is useless. Really good QE, though. Okay, so that QE right there, that's how you can tell this guy does play a lot of Jace. So I'm not too concerned for him. That's a really good Q as well. Really good Q timeout. The W does actually land there. So we do get the bleed proc, and the trade is favorable for us still. It's crazy to me that W actually landed. A little bit interesting, like hitbox. So it really is very lenient. I don't know if our Q resets when we lost it with it. I do know that it crits when we're in melee range. Seems to have reset there. Yeah. Looks like it did. It's a very tiny little cooldown. Unless Talon Q is really just a tiny cooldown. Of course, our Ignite is back in 7 seconds. I think we're holding. We're pretending to be very passive here. And right now, we're going to start to look to get aggressive. If we land a really good W, I think we're just going to Q on him, auto-ignite, and just one-shot this guy. We have the Serrated Dirk, Power Spike. The only issue is that Kindred... I mean, Jace will have this guy's Ignite timed, 100%. It's not the type of thing you can forget about. I'm saying that, but I think Jace might be dead here. Because of the Phase Rush proc and the Nimbus Cloak, we're just going to run him down. Kindred is here, though. Oh my gosh, wow. That's exactly what I was concerned about. Meanwhile, Aurora is just tower diving that guy. Aurora drops tower aggro when she goes on her ult there, so she's just the safest tower diver in the game. She has 2 free get out of jail cards. Anyway, I was gonna say, I was concerned about the Kindred hovering, but I didn't think that once we got on top of the Jace there with the Ignite, Phase Rush, and the Nimbus Cloak, I just didn't think he's gonna be able to survive that. I don't know what that was. Yeah, we'll move on. He gave the tower a little kiss from behind. You know, one of them. That's a cool E. Interesting, okay. You can see this guy plays a lot of Talon. That's an interesting E to know about. I wonder if you can do that to engage. Like, if there's probably a wall in this lane somewhere. We did just hit the 6 power spike. Jace Flash is back. And we're going to know that. I think the idea here is maybe to crash the wave, look for roam. I'm not sure if we can really pressure plates in this matchup. So a lot of the time, if you're ahead like this on other champs, like let's say Pantheon, you can walk behind the tower here. Because we know Kindred's likely going to be bot side. That's where Drake's up. Her camps are respawning. Kha'Zix's top side. Kha'Zix was bot when she ganked us as well. So she's probably opposite him. So we can just walk up and proxy the wave. Is something we could do if we're like a much scarier champion. And we're a little bit late on that timing. I think we're maybe trying to catch Jace if he's going for a defensive ward. Jace could be concerned about the dive. So a lot of the time, if people are concerned about the dive, they walk into that tri-bush, face check it, and then ward the blue buff entry bush. We've walked up too far as Jace. We've used our E, but we still have Hammer Form E available, so we're not going to be able to Q on this guy. I don't see how we're ever killing him. I'll be honest. I think if Jace is disciplined with when he uses his ult, so to make sure that he always has the Hammer Form available whenever Talon wants to jump on him, and if Jace is disciplined with his E usage, I think he can neutralize this matchup and just play for farm. I'm not sure he's going to be able to kill us either, because he obviously can't trade with us. He can't jump on us. Because if he jumps on us, yes, away. Actually, we do find an angle to trade here. That's what I'm talking about. The second the E comes through, we're going to try and force, maybe. Not able to. Yeah. And that trade isn't favorable, right? Because if we get anti like that, and we just Q on that guy when he has Hammer Form Order E available, we're just going to lose the trade every time. Because he can Hammer Form Order E, and if he times it really well, he can he can R, and then Q. Oh my gosh, really nice QE from Jace as well. Eking out every little bit of damage, and I said this guy wasn't going to be able to solo kill us, but we're getting quite close to the range where he just one-shots us. At the same time, it's quite a knife edge matchup, because we're also about to one-shot him. I think both players can a handshake take the reset here. This matchup only gets better for Talon as the items come through, though. Jace does not get tankier, and we get far more one-shotty. Of course, Jace also gets more one-shotty, but his one-shot, I would say it's a little bit harder than ours, particularly because we just have a stealth. And a lot of Jace's damage requires him to be able to right-click us. Drake does go down in favor of us. 8 minutes in the game, Infernal Drake is taken. Mid lane is hard winning, having kept track of bot. Let's have a look at that. Seems like Jhin has got 1 kill, but the little Seraphine drooling on a keyboard has managed to die twice. Surprising nobody. Saw a clip of the most boosted Sona I've ever seen in my entire life. She's in Grandmaster. She just walks up like a little robot. Maybe want to cry. Maybe realize that Sona is really just... It's quite the character, isn't it? Really, really insane. Interesting. So I play a lot of Jace myself, and I do sometimes do that. I guess you can do it at level 7+ when you have tier, yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world. Nice QE, but do miss it, and now we got to be really careful here. We do have our W available and our E as Jace. I'm thinking about it from the Jace's end, because I don't play much Talon here. He's got to be really careful. I think we're in one-shot range still, the Talon. We're just going to take another reset. Jace played that trade really, really well. That's the difference that landing 1 or 2 QEs can make on that champion. Talon forces a reset here, and this Talon top is not going too well. I wonder if we abandon lane soon. I wonder if we look for Roam's bot. Yeah, he seems to be running mid here. Yeah, I think he's going to go over some plates now. Has the ignite. But running back top, it's not a winning play. That lane is already kind of screwed. If you have to take a reset like that, Jace gets free plates, free rain over the tower. He's got 2 plates just then. He shoved in another wave. He's going to shove in another wave here. I think we're just going to roam bot, look for the winning play. You can't try to salvage in this scenario if you're playing a Talon top. He's going to outscale you. You're not going to be able to solo kill him. So instead, we have to look for the bot play here. And it looks like we're going to make it happen. Kindred is going to be the first to fall under our blade, but she is using the Lamb's Respite. Curtain Call comes through as well. Rel might be next here. No Lamb's Respite available. Kha'Zix in the stealth is going to finish them off. And we slice and dice our way through 2 of them. Kai'Sa did fall as well before we even got there. Meanwhile, Swain is suddenly 3-1 in mid lane. Don't know what happened. We're running back top 58 CS, but Youmuu's Ghostblade is a massive power spike. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Sure, Jace gets 3 plates, but you know what we get? A winning bot lane. And we get gold. So that's the trade. That's the trade-off there. This is something, you know, Quinn does this as well. Maybe a little bit better than Talon, because she's a little bit faster. But I say this, Talon is actually back in the lane here. Jace has to be really careful. We don't have ult, but we have flash. If Jace ease us away, we're going to Q back instantly. We're going to flash Q maybe. No, he used the bush really well there. I wonder if we still have the 3 stacks on the passive. We do. Jace manages to flash away, and we land our W again, so the passive is still going to be available. It's just a matter of when we get Q back. Auto, Q, auto. And he goes down. That's what I'm talking about. Youmuu's Ghostblade, there's no escape, particularly when we have flash. Jace overstays, and now we are in a very, very, very comfortable spot. 0-3 against is the enemy Jace. Buys Youmuu's Ghostblade first. I hate that. I'm sorry, I actually hate that. It's terrible. Particularly in this matchup. You're just going to get one shot, bro. Who are you running away from? Who are you trying to catch? I understand that, like, people do it for tempo. People do it because it's, like, really good stats. You don't build it first, man. When you're in a matchup and you're going to get one shot, I think Eclipse is unbelievably valuable. That's the difference between winning and losing. Plus, the burst damage is insane. Like, Eclipse is the ultimate 1v1 item. I think Youmuu's Ghostblade is just accepting, like, if you're Jace, it's just accepting that Talon is going to kill you instantly the second he sees you for the rest of the game. And it's like, I'm okay with this. This is fine. Because he's going to go Youmuu's Ghostblade into Mura mana. That just seems very losing. Anyway, speaking of Youmuu's Ghostblade, we're using it to get out of lane a little bit faster here. We do have ease available over most of these walls. Do you think Talon's legs get tired? Low key. It's a lot of jumping, mate. Maybe not, I guess. He's definitely not human. Let's be honest. Like, you don't see humans doing that shit. Ooh, looks like Swain might be caught here. We do have, oh my goodness gracious me, how easy is that? And before I can even get the words out, I'm saying Swain might be caught and he's dead. Yeah. I mean, that's the brutality that is Talon here. Swain went Blackfire Torch first. Does not seem right. On a tanky AP mage. I don't know about these builds this game. Kindred, trying to force us off the plates here. All the gold we lost in top lane, we're slowly getting back. And by slowly, I mean we probably have it back. I think our gold lead is ridiculous now. Got 2 plates top, got a plate mid, got 2 kills on the rest of the map, got bot ahead. Very interesting way to play top lane. I mean, I personally don't like it a lot. I don't like sacrificing your lane. I don't like putting someone else in your lane. It's interesting the Aurora's ended up going top here, and we're just playing Talon mid, which is definitely where he belongs. If you're going to play this roaming playstyle, you should play mid, man. Jace is definitely getting way too much gold there than he should have, particularly for an 0-3. Should not be allowed to play the game here. It looks like Rel might be caught out. She's just going to sacrifice herself, trying to finish off the Jhin. But Ferromancy does not beat the bullet. She goes down. Bullet and Blade, I guess. Heart under Blade. Sorry, that name is good, man. That's really, really funny. I would be so tilted if I got killed by this guy. Like, you look in kill feed, you press tab, it's like, what is he called? Oh, okay. Like some name he made when he was 10. Edge of Night coming out. 13 minutes, 2 items. Wow. Yeah, that's quick. That's really quick. What is Jace's boots? Hello, what are those? Symbiotic Souls, hello. What are we doing, bro? He's going the full quickness Jace, and while I'm yapping about this, it looks like the Swain is going in and killing our whole team. We are not going to be able to take him down. I don't think we have the damage. Never mind. Talon damage is ridiculous, and Jace has to be careful here. But he's not. But he did get 3 kills out of that, though. Jace went from 0-3 to 3-4 very quickly. But we managed to finish off the Swain. We managed to finish off the Jace. We just assassinate both of them. Again, the damage comes out so fast from this Talon pick. I wonder if we're going to look for a play here. We don't have Flash or Ignite. But I think he might be fancying himself one-shotting this Kai'Sa. Rel comes through with the ult. The crash down is really big, and Kai'Sa's just going to finish us off with a rain of bullets to the face. Kha'Zix looking to finish off what remains of that Rel, but don't think it's a smart idea. Kai'Sa can just hover. Doesn't have ult available, it's the Kai'Sa. Found a control ward. Kha'Zix our new hero. Screw this Talon guy. I wonder if we can contest mid-wave here. Let's take a look at the state of the map here. Drake is up. It's 15 minutes. Last Drake was taken at 8 minutes. It's been up for a while. We have the most gold in the game by a long way. That's Talon here, which is good. But Jace is second most. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of similar to the Bowser's playstyle, I'd say, like in quite a funny way. So like what the Bowser does is he gets his own individual gold lead through like inting. Well, it's not quite what he does, but he gets a massive gold lead. But it comes at the cost of his lane opponent also getting a lot of gold. Of course, Bowser's going to be up like 2,000, but his laner also has like a ridiculous amount of gold for the point of the game. And Talon, this guy's also doing that. So he's getting his own gold lead through roaming and leaving top on an island. And Jace has managed to, you know, get a few more items than he should have. And so both top laners are quite accelerated in terms of the gold here. 15 minutes, Jace is almost at 2 items. Talon is at 2 items. He's got the Swifties as well. Swifties, very interesting. How much this guy values move speed. Yomu's into Swifties. I like it. I quite like it. I think for a build that roams this much, I think you have to be really careful here. Does the Swain. I think we can just maybe one-shot him. I might be underestimating how much damage he does, though. I don't think we're getting away from that. Yeah, flash order to finish this off. I actually thought the Swain was going to go down there. Looking at his build, I think the Blackfire Torch is not very tanky, but Tower's up for a little bit too long, and his damage is really, really high. What's that Noxie in general? I'm not used to seeing Swains do that when they go Rylai's first, and I think Jace has to be really careful here. This is, of course, a champion that was released a little bit more recently, so you really got to watch out for that, you know? Make sure you check your release dates, and here we go. Jace, actually, wow. You know, I'm making fun of him, but this build seems to be pretty damn good. That Aurora just died. I was expecting the opposite to happen there. She is 1 in 5. Wow, she's 1 in 5. Wow, that's pretty insane, huh? Aurora is ridiculously strong. I don't know how that happened. Maybe this is this patch after she's been nerfed. I'm pretty sure that she's still pretty strong after she's been nerfed. I don't want to lie. She seems pretty strong in my games whenever I'm against her in mid. Not that I play mid. It's always my poor mid laner who gets some Aurora player against her and is getting dove like 10 times. She does have the second most damage in the game if you're looking there top left. Did show for a second. And I wonder how we're going to be able to extend our lead and transfer it into the rest of the game here. So the big issue here is that Swain is 6 and 3. And as we just showed, we cannot one-shot him. We might... we didn't actually try, but I don't think we're going to be able to one-shot him before he kills us. We do have Edge of Night. We're going to be looking for this play. We're coming in from behind. Kindred is our first target. I think Kai'Sa has not used the Killer Instinct yet, and we did show on Vision. Rel is there. We just one-shot her. The Lamster Spite is way too late. And Kai'Sa's next. The Curtain Call comes through. The 4th shot is what's there. Killer Instinct from Kai'Sa. There was actually her barrier before. She comes through, finishes off the Kha'Zix, and wow, looks like Aurora's going in for a big ult there, but is just finished off by the hand of the General. Taken down. That's just Jhin and Talon left to pick up the pieces. It was a 2 for 3 in the end. And actually, crazy to me. I thought Kai'Sa ulted when she used barrier, but barrier is just a really big shield, I guess. Meanwhile, this is happening. Jace is just getting top tier 2. Gen G level macro coming through from the blue side, and looks like we're just going to get one shot. Never mind. Jace does know his damage range, but we have to be careful of a straight QE landing. Seraphine also has to be careful that she doesn't get insta one-shot by the Jace if he decides to turn that around. And that's what I'm talking about. I told you it's coming. I told you it's coming. The QE, bang, pow! That guy's sitting in the little bush. He knows little greedy-ass Talon's going to go for that minion wave. Absolutely not, son. Absolutely not. Get out of my game. And let me tell you, that is so satisfying. I love doing that to people. Oh my god, it's so satisfying. Sweeper comes through. Finish off the ward. Quick little yawn. Yawn game. We did get the second Drake though, so that skirmish in River, while it wasn't too favorable for us, we do end up getting the Drake, and Rel might be going down here. I think we have to be careful. Kha'Zix flashes forwards to finish her off, but unfortunately, she's being hovered by the Jace and the Kai'Sa, and we've just used Flash on the Bug to take out a 1 in 5 support. Not worth. In any way, shape, or form. It's a solo queue mindset right there. I need a killer, I need a killer, I need a killer. I'm the alpha, I'm playing Bug. Unfortunately, does not respect the fact she could be hovered. Not very Canyon-esque from the Kha'Zix. And this is quite a hard game for us to play. We have to play around that Kindred ult. We have to play around the Swain, not one-shotting us. We have to make sure that the Jace isn't landing too much QE poke, and we have to make sure we're staying undetected in the backline here. And I think we've done a pretty good job of this so far. Unfortunately, we're in 1v4. We're just going to have to E out instantly after popping that. I don't know how that ult is called. I was reaching for Noxian Guillotine, but that's Darius ult. Yeah, Swain ult is probably called Blade Dance or something weird. That's Irelia. While I'm yapping about this, we just E over a wall, collect a little kill, you know, nice and easy. Looks so easy, you know? Just look at the minimap. Oh, there's a 1 HP Jace. I'm going to E this wall, E that wall, parkour. Bang! One-shot him. He's dead. Finish him off. Last set. Kill secure, you know? I wonder if we do make the call to start Baron here. 24 seconds on the Jace death timer. Kai'Sa has walked forwards way too far, and it's instantly executed by the Bug and the Talon. And it looks like Kindred and Rel are going to be trying their best to get away here, but it's two Yomu's Ghostblade assassins chasing after them. The crash down is big from Rel. Pops the shield. But unfortunately, she does go down. Clumsy Lord once more, though. Or Clumsy Love. Not Clumsy Lord. Kha'Zix trying to finish off the Kindred. I wonder if he can. Is that a triple kill? Can't read Korean, so... Yeah, I mean, it's just a really messy fight, isn't it? Jace is TP'd in here. I don't think this is good. Do we have ult? We do not have ult, but we do have Ignite. I think we can E this wall and one-shot Jace if he's not careful. QE does miss. Jace thinks his bush is clear now. Because the QE missed the Talon, the Ignite comes through. The Phase Rush comes through, and the one-shot is not there. But unfortunately, Aurora is there to end that Jace's life. That is a very interesting texture on that tower there. We'll ignore that. Billion-dollar company. Riot can't program their game properly. Why does the tower look like that? Riot is a terrible company. That's what you guys are thinking. I know it. Riot spaghetti code. No such thing as Riot spaghetti code, okay? If anyone ever used the word spaghetti code, I get mad about this word, okay? When you use the word spaghetti code, I think you're underestimating just how beautiful the code in this game is. Like, everything works so unbelievably perfectly. If there's ever, like, a little buggy interaction, it's not spaghetti code, man. The code in this game is impeccable. It's ridiculous how good it is. Anyway. Hex skating into the enemy jungle without vision. Pop the sweeper now. Luckily, enemy team does not have ears. So if someone walks up this wave, despite hearing the Hex skate... Oh my god, he's doing it! No, 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 no. We heard the Hex skate, man! We heard the Hex skate. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, Jace? He's just Yomu's Ghostblading, sprinting at the wave with the symbiotic souls that, by the way, haven't even evolved yet. And he's dead. Just like that, instantly. My goodness, what is he doing? That was ridiculous. That was a full int. Anyway, my bad. My bad, moving on. 11 and 4 and 6. Two really fed assassins, by the way. Kai'Sa. I mean, Kai'Sa's just looking... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're looking at. You know that image of the cat holding the European flag and despairing? That's Kai'Sa right now. That's Kai'Sa. Where it's in grayscale. People posted after they watched G2 play. G2 not looking too good recently. I'm yapping, but we're just out. What is this? What is this champ? He's just running around. How is that legal? You don't own anyone else. You're just dead, man. I guess maybe he knows his limits. But to me, it just looked like he was just flipping over shit for fun. You know? Like, that's what it looked like. It was giving me, like, I like pressing E on this champ vibes. So he's just sprinting around. He's like, oh, this is a wall I can eat. Jump. And it's like, oh, there's 4 of them. Haha, I'm out. Don't worry. And he's like, guys, I made space. I drew some pressure. But in actuality, he was just flipping over walls, having fun. That was the idea. That was the whole plan. We have to find a flank angle, though. And I'm yapping a bit much, but looks like Kindred might just be going one-shot here. Is stunned, so she can't use the Lamb's Respite. And Rel's gone in a little bit too deep. The Kha'Zix damage is huge. The 4th shot from Jhin will finish her off. But it looks like Swain is going to find them all. It's our job to finish off this Swain here. I don't know if we're going to be able to. We do cowardly E over the wall to make our escape. Swain is a bit too scary for us to deal with. And he's in 1v4 here, but I wonder if the Noxian General is going to be able to turn it. No. But he does finish us off from beyond the grave. This burn damage build is ridiculous. The Jhin W does land. And Kai'Sa, does she have Killer Instinct available? She has Killer Instinct, she has Flash, and she has Barrier, but the Kha'Zix damage is going to be very, very large. She just eased on the spot there. I don't know what that was. Runs towards her Jace here, but the TP comes through from behind from Aurora. I don't know if she has the ult. She does not seem to have ult. Killer Instinct comes through from Kai'Sa. She has Barrier and Flash available. Kha'Zix is one-shot on the left side by the power of the Jace. No ult from Aurora, unfortunately. So the play is not quite as good as it should be. And there is, what is that? 56 kills in this game. Wow. That's a lot of kills. That's a lot of wards too in that little spot there. I made a little triangle. That's cool. You know, that's cool. Far side alteration picked up. Interesting that we're opting for that over the sweeper. Again, I don't play much Talon, so I'm not sure what the thought process here. I think he pressed tab and saw that Aurora had sweeper and saw that Kha'Zix had sweeper, and so he's doing the good guy play. You know what my pet peeve is? Those Nocturne junglers. I swear to God they all do this. The Nocturne junglers, where you're playing jungle, right? So you need sweeper because your job is to set up ganks. But the second they hit level 9, This guy just buys Farsight, because, guys, I'm going to Farsight ult someone. And now you have a jungle of Farsight, and so I'm playing top lane, like, Ornn or some shit, and I have to go Sweeper. And it's like, come on now. Come on now. And then if they're using Farsight to ult them, it's like a bad idea as well. It's a terrible use of Farsight, because you've just, your guy whose job it was to check if they're starting Baron has just Farsighted on bot lane and seen a minion wave because he thought that maybe there was someone resetting there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're doing on Nocturne. Anyway, looks like Kindred might be in a little bit of danger here. We do have E over the wall. Our ult is up and ready. Seraphine, ooh yeah. That's what she can do if she wants to. That was a clever way of saying Seraphine has ult. Jace, meanwhile, has pushed up a little bit too far here. Between Worlds comes through from Aurora, and yeah, bye-bye. Aurora KD is befitting of the designer of the champion. You know, that is the KD she should always have. That's really quite the character. Kha'Zix's on the flank here. Talon and Kha'Zix, one of the scariest flanking duos you could possibly imagine, but we do have to be careful of the Lamb's Respite. It comes out immediately the second we jump on her, and we're just sprinting out. Unfortunately, we're revealed by the burn. Never mind, we just flash back in. Q, I did not see that coming, nor did Swain. He's trying to mark us, but unfortunately, there's no marking this little rat. And down he goes. Zhonya's comes through, but it's not going to matter. Yeah, and Aurora, you know? Aurora, there it is. And there it is. An ace comes through for the red side. Drake is up, and this is Sol. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it. I think we will. Jace does have TP. Jace could hero play this, unironically. I don't know if he wants to, though, but everyone's so low. Like, one QE does kill Jhin, and one QE does kill Talon. And Aurora is one combo, but yeah. Bit too scared to... I mean, it's very fair enough, honestly. Like, he probably didn't have an idea of the HP bars. I think even if he did TPing on a wave there, it's obvious where you're going to come from. It is a Talon who full one-shots you. But at the same time, I think maybe in the scenario where the game is that lost unless you do it, like it's a Hextech Soul now, and that damage dealt is sad, by the way. Look at Jace's damage dealt. That's floppy. That's what I'm saying. Like, this build is terrible. I'm sorry. The Jace build is really, like, Symbiotic Souls. What are we doing? Where are you running from, mate? Where are you running around? He has a lot of items, though. But I just hate this Yomu's first, particularly against the Talon. Like, he's 9 deaths, and the reason he's... Excuse me. The reason he's 9 deaths is because, like... Every time he gets jumped on, he's so squishy, man. And there's no Edge of Night, no nothing. He's just full move speed, opportunity, Symbiotic Souls, Yomu's Ghostblade. Like, he's gonna be quick, don't get me wrong, but no amount of quickness is gonna save you from the blade of this man. Speaking of quickness, Yomu's Ghostblade is popped, and that's what I'm talking about. Symbiotic Souls for nothing, as Talon just one-shots that guy, and your full movement speed is gone in a flash. The second Talon lands one ability on you, the Hextech Soul slow comes through. And your life is ended. And I mean, this game is 15 kills on the Talon here. And it doesn't look like he's been doing anything special. It's just really, his positioning's been really good. He's been able to find those flanks consistently. That's something you've been looking at. He's always next to the Kha'Zix, or he's always finding the angle on top of the Kai'Sa. There's 675 gold in the pocket, but I think we're full build anyway off this reset. And it looks like, from the pressure we're drawing bot lane, they're going to start the Baron up topside. But it looks like the enemy team is actually responding to this. I'm trying to look at the ult timers, flash timers, because I can't see the minimap there. Aurora has used ult there. Seraphine used ult as well, and the Kha'Zix used ult. So it looks like there was a bit of a wombo combo that went down. Curtain Call not popped yet from Jhin. Now it is. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot, all used. But Kai'Sa managed to take out the Seraphine. Looks like the fight is good. Flash 4 shot from Jhin. Triple kill for the GOAT. And, uh-oh. Yeah, is your move speed going to save you? It is, actually. Well done. Everyone, round of applause for Jace, guys. He managed to run away. That was good. That was good. Big work from him. But I think this is a bit of an insurmountable objective here for the blue side. I wonder if the FF comes through. Again, the Korean server, 29 minutes in the game, and you're down. A lot of kills. The Swain probably wants to keep playing. Kai'Sa probably wants to keep playing. Jace probably wants to keep playing as well, though. I think in between worlds comes through. He flashes out of it, but who's that saving, man? Not you, that's for sure. See you later. I don't know. Again, his move speed's just not enough, is it? Like, what are you building, bro? I guess the argument's like, he'd be dead even more times if he didn't have the move speed. But, like, why are you there? That's the real question. And speaking of why are you there, Kindred, she didn't have ult. Really well timed from the Talon. Is just going to get instantly one-shot despite the fact she has Triforce Phage and the Ruby Crystal. Like, wow, that's some damage. And I think Swain is next, by the way. He will have the Zhonya's time, this Talon. He definitely was looking at that fight, 100%. So he will know that... And Kai'Sa, I think, has overstepped here. The Ignite comes through. Yeah, she's just going to go down. Zhonya's comes through as well, actually. Never mind. Gonna stay alive there for a fleeting moment before Aurora comes through and finishes them off. By the way, this lady was 1-5. She was 1-5. She's inting. She was terrible. She's no good at the champion. Doesn't matter. No. Because your ultimate is so ridiculously insane. That's the main takeaway from this video here. I wonder if we're gonna eat. Oh my gosh, Flash. Ooh yeah, from Seraphine takes out the Jace. And that's an embarrassing way to get killed to end off the game. It was a terrible performance from the Jace. Talon just cleaves through everyone on the enemy team. 17-5 in the end. And like that was quite a chill one. You know what I mean? Like that was one of those games where you just chilling, you're just watching stuff, seeing what's happening, and then suddenly you got 17 kills. And you just eating over walls and one-shotting people, singing payphone, running around. Anyway, thanks for watching. I had a lot of fun making that. I'll see you in the next one. GG's. Bye bye.